The story begin. Are you all here to seek death? The ace of the assassins group, huh? Rushing to battle, we're taking that away today. Go! In my name, summon an otherworldly spirit who is willing to be my servant. He was angry. Wasn't I just being cornered? What is this place? Did I travel through worlds? Xiao Tian, she is thinking, a normal guy without any powers? Zi Ruoyan, what a reality. This smooth skin, these beautiful features, this magnificent, this hourglass-like body and mighty feeling. Never mind, this isn't bad either. Saves me some trouble. Xiao Tian speaks. Who are you? Where am I? Zi Ruoyan says, I'm the Empress of the Flame Dynasty. And from this day forward, you will be this dynasty's Empress consort, my husband. Immersed in deep thought, I'm the Empress of the Flame Dynasty. A meeting is going on with the Queen. My power isn't stable at the first place. Additionally, my subjects are suggesting that I get married. I don't wish to be threatened by them. The Queen is speaking. Summoning you here to shield me from their protests was purely accidental. But feeling happy, is it true that I don't have to do anything besides being your shield? Queen says, Li. Yes. Then what are we waiting for? Let's start right now. The Queen is immersed in deep thought. I'm sorry, but I can't fulfill the responsibilities of being your wife. The King speaks. But I can promise you a carefree life without worries and plenty of luxuries, and I'll think of a way to deal with the ring of the contract and the summoning spell for you. The Queen was going into the room. Come with me to the Imperial study. The King says she sure is a dominant woman. In the King's hands remains the shining stiff. So this is the ring of the contract? The system says contract ring owned by whoever summoned by the summoning spell. The wearer cannot convict any harmful actions towards the summoner. Would you like to activate the strongest supreme system? Please choose yes, no. The King is smiling. I actually got to both travel dimensions and obtain a system? Then of course I'll choose. They are fighting among themselves. I was an orphan adopted by the assassins group from a young age, and to survive, I had to keep getting stronger. He was standing by killing everyone, and had to keep killing meaninglessly just to fulfill my mission. They are thinking, the road to be the strongest supreme? To hell with that. The King is crying, what else is better than being a carefree prince? The system says target choose to give the chance up clearing target memory exciting. Searching for new targets. Target choose to give the chance up clearing target memory. Exiting. Searching for new targets. Memory wipe failed, system exiting target's mind exit failed. Reconnecting with target, reconnection failed, adjusting axles. Proceeding with the owner, get up. Owner setup failed. Warning! Warning! Targets from a high-level Earth dimension. Targets from a high-level Earth dimension. Adjusting a class. Activating parasitical slavery mode. Activation failed. Running third attempt. Activation failed. Restarting. The King says, what the hell's going on? This system wanted to be my slave but can't? The system says, activation failed. Running 9,999th attempt. Activation yield. Dear sir, can you let me be your support system and set access to master slave mode? The King is thinking about the system. This is not a system, but my flatterer? Can plead you to grant me a name? The King was thinking, then I'll call you Wang Kai. The system says it has a nice ring to it. Like it, my dear master, W.Y. dear master, this lowly one wants to warn you on toning down your chi. If you don't, will be some unwanted consequences. If you can't control it, you might wipe W.Y. existence unconsciously. At the same time, endangering other living souls. Please look to your right. This is caused by my chi? There is light around the King. I can't let this happen. I have to suppress it. The King is looking inside the glass. I seem to be stronger. Wakai, what's my status now, weak or strong? The system says, my dear master, you're from a high-level dimension. The lands of nature is strict. You are constantly under the suppression of the laws. According to my investigation, you were once under the suppression on 490,000 laws at the same time in S high-level dimension. So when you cross dimension to one with fewer lands, your body will consume the power of this world with thirst, so you can become stronger. Your powerfulness has nothing to do with this world, the one that has become stronger as usual. The king is thinking, the law suppression of earth is 490,000, then how much laws do I have to bear in this world? The system says, my dear master, the law suppression of this world is 3,000. The king lives inside and there is a hole inside the wall. He is looking at it, This feeling is really strange. Wan Kai, can you detect my current state? The system says, dearest master, Xiao Tian stage. None specialty. Unknown bloodline Earthling, descendants of Yan Huang, successor of the dragon. Earthling, master came from the high-level dimension, Earth. His limit after taking off some restrictions is still unknown and hard to predict. Chinese, master can ignore any laws and can suppress any kind of bloodlines. Successor of the dragon, master have absolute suppression over any kinds of beasts. My dearest master, your beings from high-level dimensions, my ability to detect you is limited. The king is watching the system. So the reference level is quite low. You kings stand with a sword. Looks like this empress ain't good with ruling her subjects. This cutting corners is just way over the line. The system says, my dear master, magic tools are usually categorized into 9 levels with every level splitting into 4 stages: bottom, middle, top and extreme. The one you're holding is in level 6 magic tool, War Saber. Its quality is the top in all of Flame Dynasty. Then should I try another one? Good sword. I'm sword-proof. I have a basic understanding of my powers now. As for those weapons, I won't lose them, and the same goes for killing as well. The king and queen sleep in bed. What happened last night? I lost my virginity? The king is speaking, you wouldn't be with me. How was your sleep yesterday? The king says, I slept pretty well, but… Did I sleep in the wrong place? The queen speaks, I sleep here to shut up other people's mouths. On the night of the wedding, people who want to sleep in separate beds will have to make a fuss again. In the future, I will come here from time to time. I will send some people here. If you need anything, just ask. I summoned you here for my own benefit. Sorry. The king is smiling, as expected of a generation of empresses. The woman who took care of me is really extraordinary, very majestic. Good day, here I come. The queen is reading the paper. Is the situation in the north already this bad? Joan Li Swang says the barbarians moved very frequently, and I was afraid that someone was manipulating them behind the scenes. Joan Li Swang, according to intelligence, the barbarian holy master left the royal court. The queen is speaking to her soldier, that old thing. I want to personally conquer, and personally cut off the hand that this old thing stretched out. 3 days from now, General Zhong will follow me to the north. The soldier is speaking, yes, your majesty. The queen is going on a horse. 3 days later, queen says, are the arrangements in place? Soldiers speak, Linger has followed him secretly. Nothing will happen. Your majesty, you have taken great care of this prince. Obviously a big man is useless at all, why bother so much? The queen says, after I got married with him, the luck of the Great Yan Dynasty became more stable, even my strength has improved. The queen is going to fight. Okay, let's go. Zhao Linger, mother, if you don't take me with you, a girl is secretly watching some soldiers cooking meat, and let me secretly protect a trash prince. Your majesty fought for the country, but this guy ran to the mountains for his appetite, and he didn't want to see him off. Secretly thinking about something, I really don't understand how his majesty married such a guy. Oops, the prince was taken away. You're really asking for trouble. I don't know, the useless prince, did he pee out of fear? Prince sits down and eats cooked meat. The taste is really good, but it's a pity that you can't taste what Wankai tastes like. This is my regret. Dear master, people bring rice. A soldier is speaking. Fourth, are you sure you didn't catch the wrong guy? Third, bro, that queen's husband would be such a fool? Zhao Linger watching everyone from the top of the tree. What did his majesty really like about him? But they're supposed to be the people of this Lion-La branch building. While they let be vigilant, and take the person away first. Zhao Linger, prince's hands fall. Go. It's not good, I've been tricked. Spirit chain cage, 6th order blocking formation, You really think highly of me. A soldier is speaking, the proud daughter of heaven who stepped into the Fifth Order space-breaking realm at the age of 16. Of course, enough respect must be given. Wakai, what is it about breaking the sky? Please explain. The system does. The current master's cultivation is divided into 10 levels of practice. First order physical condition, second gradient atmosphere, third order congealed Dan territory, fourth order stage of nirvana, STH order sky break, GTH order life and death territory, TTH order wake up territory, eighth order overtake out of the country, ATH order holy realm, 10th order sanctuary. Each level is divided into 9 levels. The soldier says, don't waste your time. It's a special method to get rid of your broken sword. Zhao Linger speaks, who are you? How do you know? The soldier pulls out his marks and smiles. How I would know. How do you say I know? Liam Hunting, you are not dead. Since everyone knows each other, let's go first. Get up, walk? I haven't done my business yet, my little white face. As expected of that woman's husband, he is a little bit courageous. You just need to melt this water into the water and splash it on the Empress's martial arts arena. Not only can you save your life, still can. No problem. No verbal promise. You have to. Can I go now? I'm worried that if the delay is too long, those female Imperial guards will become suspicious, which is not conducive to helping you. What should I do next? This question is a bit out of line. I have cooperated so much, why doesn't he let me go back to eat barbecue, drink a little wine, and be a happy little prince? Shameless. Your Majesty is so blind that he chose you as such spineless man. Idiot prince, this is called a man who knows current affairs is a hero. You think that everyone, like you and your mother, can't clearly see the situation of the Yan Dynasty. It's true that the Great Yan Emperor was worried about domestic and foreign affairs, and the wind and rain were shaking. Now the Blood Cloud Tower, the poison has been taken, and you have explained the matter. Can I take her away? Don't be hypocritical. I don't need your help. This can't be done. I have a little grudge with this little bitch, and I want to settle it by the way. That's not okay. She came out with me. This matter is related to my antidote, and there must be no leaks. If she doesn't come with me, then I will die anyway. I might as well die here. Really, then you just wait here to die from the poison. Let's all calm down, don't be petty, think about me carefully, just shut up. The boss will give you a face. I don't know how to kick your nose on my face. Xiao Tian. The prince is just an ordinary person, without cultivation, can he handle it? How is he still so relaxed? Do you have to move your hands? I hate other people touching my hair. This is the 5th level, the strong man in the sky-shattering realm just evaporated like this. Why? I just want to be an idle prince, live a leisurely little life, why don't you let me? Did I just not cooperate? Then why are you forcing me to do it? I was wrong, I know I was wrong, please forgive me. Prince, spare my life, Zhongling knew I was wrong. Don't kill me, the spirit chain cage array is actually like this, it was crushed by the prince with bare hands. Are you a do? By the way, if you stay here and don't move, I'll go and destroy the corpse. Fortunately, it wasn't the prince who came, it was just a mountain jumping and jumping over. Wait, a mountain jumping and jumping? Prince, what kind of monster are you? Could it be that the prince is already a legendary existence beyond the 10th Order Holy Realm? Done, now there will be no trace of my shot. Thank you, Prince, for letting me know what is meant by destroying corpses and destroying traces, little girl. When the time comes, I will say that you saved me. You! Didn't your mother tell you to listen carefully to what adults say? I'm guaranteed not to talk nonsense. Just don't be obedient, little girl. Let's go. Prince, General Zhong, are you all right? Where's the prince's captors? Has it been, cough cough, the thief has already been beheaded by me, so don't worry. Well, false alarm, everyone has worked hard, let's go back to eat barbecue. Prince, since there are thieves in this mountain, I am afraid it is no longer safe. Lilian, it doesn't matter, the thieves were all killed by this little girl. The prince is finished, the major general is the most jealous. He can't see people like Xiao Tian who are greedy for pleasure, the prince also called the Major General's little girl. At that time, try to stop it, and don't let the prince be beaten to death by the Major General. What are you guys still doing? Hurry up, when did the Major General have such a good temper? Little girl, do you have a knife? Well, the skin is crispy on the outside, the inside is juicy, soft and elastic, it's really good. It's over. Major General, it's broken. Little girl, you seem to know the origins of the group of people who captured me just now, or are they old acquaintances? Yes. Yes, the leader is called Liangshao, who used to be the bandit leader of Yanlongzai. It was the test set by my mother before I came of age. The one who should have been beheaded for public display a year ago, did not kill her of the Blood Cloud Tower. Coming of age ceremony? How old are you? 10. 16. This is to criticize your mother. How old are you? Let you do this kind of thing that shouts and kills. This time they kidnapped the prince and targeted the empress, but they didn't know who was paying such a high price. They failed in their task this time, and within 7 days, there will surely be more people coming. Within 7 days, will there be any more people? Prince, why don't you stay in the palace for a while? The palace is strong and the Blood Cloud Tower killer is afraid to cheat. That's a good idea. Just stay in the palace. It's much easier. Prince, how afraid are you of death? Prince, how unwilling are you to make a move? Let's go to the front and have a look at Xiao Xiao. Boss, do you think the Major General also likes to joke Ablet the little girl, and she is so good-tempered towards the prince? What nonsense are you talking about? It is reasonable for the Major General to come to worship His Majesty and love the prince dearly. Don't gossip. Got it. Speaking of it, this Blood Cloud Tower is too much. I don't know how many people will suffer and how much trouble His Majesty will suffer next. Just now the Imperial Guards were talking behind our backs. The Blood Cloud building will bring disaster to the common people, and Zi Ruoyan will be in trouble. What do you mean? You idiots, the prince can hear you. Your Excellency, Blood Cloud building is dirty and unscrupulous. If the mission fails this time, they may slaughter the people as usual, and force the Yuan Dynasty government to give protection fees. Protection fees? What's the meaning? Usually, there are incorruptible officials in the court who touch the interests of some local wealthy families, and they go to the Blood Cloud Tower to offer rewards. The court protected these officials, and the blood-building killer had no choice but to massacre the people and force the court to submit. Xiao Tian can only pay the protection fee, the Blood Cloud Tower cancels the mission, and the money of the local wealthy family will not be refunded, and they will eat at both ends. The prince has failed this mission, and according to the custom of the Blood Cloud Tower, he will continue to try to attack you. If they fail, they will slaughter the people and claim protection money. Massacre people? Shameless. This is also worthy of being called a killer. The people are so innocent, in the Earth period, even if the righteous father is cruel and cruel, their organization still has an iron law. Innocent ordinary people, do not touch. If she knows that my strength is not bad, will she let me take care of some things? Your Majesty will. You are afraid that you have misunderstood the 3 words. Can make do. As long as the killer of the Blood Cloud Tower attacks the common people, I will expose my strength. Don't. People will be massacred if you don't take action. The war breaks out. It's all Beckeleyes of me. Zi Ruoyan will definitely divorce me. Regardless of whether you make a move or not, as long as the Blood Tower makes a move, the 4 days when you stretch out your hands and open your mouth will be. No, it's too scary. I have to kill everyone in the Blood Cloud building. Prince, you can't find the answer to your question. Why don't you just solve the problem? Prince, are you really going to seek revenge from the Blood Cloud Tower? What revenge? Your thinking is wrong. This is to eliminate harm for the people and promote justice. But the Blood Cloud building is in our Dian branch building, and there is no place to find it at all. It's okay. I can find them. No one is here safe. Them? Oh my God. The prince didn't use any spiritual energy, and relied on his terrifying physical strength to directly rush into the air. Prince, it's too fast. Master Zhongling's body has already intervened at a critical point. I suggest you slow down your flight speed. Here we are. Arrived? Unexpectedly, it turned out to be a flying weapon. No wonder His Majesty could not find the location of the branch building. It turned out to be in the sky. Follow me, don't get lost. Yes. What are we going to do next? Are we going to sneak in? Infiltration? Hey you! The weakest is the Skybreaker? Unfamiliar faces are really rare. Who are you? Come to our great flame blood. What is there in Linlu? The prince really told me with practical actions that if you can do it, you should stop beeping. Who is coming? Dare to act wild in the Blood Cloud Tower. The Silver Edge Killer. The Phnom Penh Killer, and the Blood Cloud Building are in the Dian branch. How could they send such a top killer? Silver Edge Killer's realm in the 7th Awakening State. Phnom Penh Killer and Silver Edge Killer requirements. Only one more mission success rate 100%. Zhong Ling? The prostitute of Zhong Li Shuang, and the prince of the Great Yan Dynasty? You can find the location of the branch building, go up there, and even dare to kill people in the branch building. I have to admit that you are very capable. It seems that I have to do it myself. Don't kill him, the Princess Li's value is still there. Ask Zhongling to keep it for a while, and then send her head to the northern front. It is estimated that Zhong Lishlang will go crazy. Useful for planning. Hateful. You have detailed information. I'm afraid you have a spy in the Great Yan Dynasty. Although this is only a sub-building, such a flying spirit weapon is dispatched. He is so concerned about the size of the DPRK in China, and his plans are not small. It's really troublesome, and I feel that things are more of a headache than I imagined. The Yan Dynasty has a big secret, and the headquarters has been watching it for a long time. Come on, let me see the real strength of the prince who is just an ordinary useless person in the information. This? My lord, there may be some misunderstanding, also. Please, prince. Misunderstand? Lazy and kind person. You have to send someone to trouble me, and let me know that your Blood Tower headquarters has a heart for Dian. Aren't you forcing me to destroy your Blood Cloud Tower headquarters? Why you guys? Keep pushing me. Intelligence fool, your grandfather. What do you call such a monster? What's wrong with a little girl at this age, with such a weak body? Prince, don't you know your abilities? Your Excellency, are you still going to the headquarters of the Blood Cloud Building? There is no way. The headquarters of the Blood Building has its eyes on the Great Yan Dynasty, and it is necessary to get rid of this biggest cancer as soon as possible. Hurry up to see if there are any fish that slip through the net. If not, go to the headquarters. Move later, maybe we can rush back for dinner. Murder and fire gold belt, really. Nonsense. We have come to destroy the sub-buildings of Blood Building, which is to eliminate harm for the people, restore justice, and relieve His Majesty's worries. What are these? Stolen money? What you see is a golden belt, but what this king sees is dirt and blood. System, it away from me. Your Excellency, what are you? If you think about it carefully, they kidnapped me, poisoned me, and verbally insulted me. As a victim, it's not too much to get some compensation, right? No. Not to you. They have conspired against the Yuan dynasty, and they have been doing rebellious things all the time, corrupting the government. As your Majesty's husband, it's okay to charge some fines, right? No. No problem. They are the killers of the Blood Cloud Building, first forcing me to come and destroy their branch building. Now I'm still persecuting me for destroying their headquarters, wasting my rest time, and wasting your time. I will take some money for hard work. Do you have any objections? Who dares to have an opinion? Mountain Guardian Talisman? My Lord Prince, this talisman is very precious. It 15 the 7th level defense talisman. You are, according to the information I got, the location of the Blood Cloud Building seems to be a little far away. I'll hurry up later, or I won't be in time for dinner, but I am worried that the speed of the flight will increase, and your body will not be able to bear it. With this talisman, there should be no problem. Eh? Let's go, Ugh. Unexpectedly, the prince's speed, even the 7th order defensive talisman, can't bear it. Coming. It's the first killer organization. It smells like blood. Who is so bold to come into the Blood Cloud Tower? It's really strange that someone dared to break into our headquarters in the Blood Cloud Tower. People who seek death always have endless levels. The two killers surrounded by golden clouds have terrible auras. I have thought about who the sudden visitor will be, but I really didn't expect that it would be the prince of the Yan Dynasty and Zhong Lishuang's daughter. We've seen Lord. This is the owner of the Blood Cloud Building, the king of assassins in the southern desolate territory, Yunzu Lai. You Blood Cloud Tower, against the Great Yan Dynasty, very concerned? Yes, I am very interested in the Yan Dynasty. But this seat is now to you, more interested. The useless prince in intelligence actually came to the door in such a short period of time, and even broke through the defensive formation. It seems that you have some secret treasure to break the formation in your hand, right? Maybe you are closer to the secret of the Great Yan Dynasty. Let's go. Take him down, lighten your hands a little so that you don't get hurt. You don't do anything, let me have a good time with him first. Your Excellency, he should be the deputy owner of the Blood Cloud Building, the Skull Splitter Huang Gang. This title sounds pretty bluffing. Hundreds of people downstairs, more than 10 people upstairs. When we do it later, we can't let anyone escape, so as not to expose the news. From the looks of it, the prince of the Great Yan Dynasty is more powerful than expected from the looks of it. Be bolder. I don't even care about it. Sir, can I play harder? The cost of healing will be deducted from my bounty. I really can't do anything about you, if you really want to play. Be careful not to kill herself. The small face is quite handsome, the arms are slender and tender, white and clean. It seems that Empress Dian likes your pretty face. Hey, you say that if I punch you down, will this little boy cry? Ha, compared to crying, I am more concerned about whether he will pee her pants. I was worried that Master Huang would beat someone to death with one punch, so I wouldn't be able to do business with the landlord. Hit here. You dare not? Little now. I'm a nanny. This. Did you not eat? Can you use a little more force? I'm gonna fucking kill you, hoo. What are you doing? I'll make you hard. Your way of playing is very novel and special, and you almost beat yourself to death. Are the bastards in the intelligence department all brain-dead? What kind of bullshit information are you collecting? How come you beat yourself up and cried? Don't they just use their brains and I can find out what does this mean? Master, your body is still growing and strengthening, you cannot cultivate, and you are an ordinary person without realm. In addition, there are other reasons for the cognitive error caused by the Master's strength. It was the people from the Blood Cloud Building on other islands who came over. It seems that I don't have time to chat with you. Is this fucking human? Escape. Only by dispersing and fleeing can there be hopeful. If one person escapes, the information about the monster must be passed on. I don't believe it. The dozens of killers scattered and fled at the same time. Xiao Tian alone can stop them. How is this possible? My lord, you are truly unparalleled in martial arts, and I can't help admiring you. Would you spare my life to serve you by your side? Heart-eater Jiu Yan, who is good at seducing men with sex, wait until when the target is intoxicated by her gentleness, she breaks his chest and eats his heart. I don't know if the prince can resist such beauty. You woman, what a vicious mind. This? My lord, where do I start? It's fine if you beg for mercy, but you say you want to serve me. What does the Empress think of me? If she misunderstands that my lifestyle is unruly, so she divorces me, how can I still be a prince of idleness and enjoy a happy and contented? You have such a sinister mind, you are so scary, you must not be kept. I don't act harshly because I am afraid that people will misunderstand that I am a guilty conscience. Little girl, you can be a witness. If one day it is exposed, you can also help me prove that I really guard my majesty as a jade. You stupid. Did you see that the plot was exposed by me, and I became angry from embarrassment? Your Excellency, are you making a mistake? You are still young, you don't understand. This kind of person, I have seen a lot in my previous life, and they have no good intentions. Prince, is this abnormal, or is he was determined? No, the prince is so powerful because he has a firm mind and is not deceived by external things, that's it. Next, there is only one person left. Damn it! The Yan Dynasty really has a big secret, otherwise how could this prince be so powerful? Hopefully the treasure house upstairs will hold his attention. This is a fucking monster. He is obviously an ordinary person without realm, but his physical body is ridiculously strong. These floating islands are the relics I encountered in my early years, and the strength is that even if I face the 10th Order Holy Land, I can hold it for a while. Unexpectedly, Xiao Tian punched him in the air. I, Yunzun, have been able to rise, relying on the harvest of the relics in the early years. According to the written records in the ruins belonged to the Great Yan Empire in the long time ago, and the relationship between the Great Yan Empire and the Great Yan Dynasty is inextricably linked. Nowadays, various forces are eyeing the Yan Dynasty, especially the secrets about the Yan Dynasty. I thought the prince could break through the formation. There should be some kind of secret treasure. I didn't expect his ability to be so terrifying. Finally left. God, you. Are you a child hiding under the bed? I escaped. I'm going to blow this place up. I'm afraid he won't be able to get out. Where are you running away? It's funny to say that this guy hides under the bed. It's really magical. If it wasn't for personal experience, who would dare to believe that the king of killers in the southern wilderness was being thrown around like a chicken? He was also scared by the prince and hid under the bed. I have restrained my spiritual energy, held my breath, and even controlled my heartbeat to temporarily stop. How did you find me? Very simple. I heard the sound of your blood flowing. Hear the sound of blood flowing? What kind of hearing is this? Well, I have answered your question, so you should obediently answer my question. Why on earth are you eyeing the Yan Dynasty? If you promise to spare my life, I will tell you the information. Forget it, I won't ask, mother. The prince is so scary. I want to go home. Go home for dinner. The life of the prince is saved. The Blood Cloud Tower, which coveted the Great Yan Dynasty and forced me to take action, was finally destroyed. I don't know how many innocent people have been saved because of me. My Lord Prince, what did you mean when you signed the title and left your name as Yan Wang? A code name when I was in my hometown, nothing. Code name? Does it have any special meaning? There is a saying in my hometown. Hades let you die on the 3rd watch. Who would dare to keep you until the 5th watch? Yes. By the way, go back. Don't talk nonsense, got it? Yes, children should obediently listen to adults. I am not child anymore. Okay, you are big. How could I forget? The prince is a monster who can even hear the flow of blood clearly. I found the thing, so dangerous. This is a token of love. If I lose it, I can't bear the anger of His Majesty. As expected of a prince, he lied without blushing or panting, and could not see any flaws. Okay, let's go home and eat. This prince is too nonsense. I don't know if there are any other accomplices nearby. Major General, don't blame me for talking too much. You were too reckless to run away just now. Sister Lu, isn't this all right, or should we stop talking? Major General, I am also an old woman under the general, watching you grow up. Don't mind my nagging. Oh, my dear sister, the prince can hear you. You don't usually have this temperament. Why are you messing around with the prince today? Those bastards in Blood Cloud Tower have always acted recklessly. It doesn't matter to me if something happened to the prince. If there is anything wrong with you, I can't explain it to your mother, Sister Lil. Do you think of him because we encountered the killer of Blood Cloud Tower? Sister Lu, your fiancé, is a hero. If he hadn't been alone, holding off the killer in the Blood Cloud building, the people in that town are probably about to be slaughtered. I heard from my mother that when Sister Lu led a team to help the bloody man at the monolith of the town, obviously out of breath, but still stood there firmly. His Majesty has said so. He is the Yan Qingran. Well, what are you saying all of a sudden, Major General? Nothing. Prince, what's the matter? I just feel that I seem to have done a very meaningful thing just now. So rest in peace. Why can't we understand what the prince is saying? Linger, where are you going in such a hurry? Zhong Yangming, what? Dad, daughter plan to go to the palace. To the palace? Is this still my daughter who only likes to wear smart clothes? Yes, before leaving, His Majesty told me to take care of the prince. Now he is about to enter the palace with guards. The prince is in the palace, protected by guards, so you don't need to be so caring. What's more, I heard that the prince is greedy for pleasure and has nothing to do. Daddy? You have never been with the prince. How can you judge others at will? Linger? What's the situation? Yesterday, didn't my daughter quite reject this Xiao Tian, and complain that her mother hired her a bad job? How did it become so fast overnight? And because of that Xiao Tian, she talked back to me. Not good. What is a dream day? This is it. Comfortable. Stretch out your hand for clothes and open your mouth for food. Not only can you enjoy the service of the maids, but you can also watch blockbuster movies with special effects played by the system. One word: cool. His Majesty personally marched and went to the front line to fight, but her husband is here for pleasure, which is really infuriating. Good, retired life. Major General? Is this still the Major General I know? What are you doing here, little girl? Your Majesty asked me to protect the prince. Of course I must fulfill my duties. Stay cool and stay there, don't join in the fun. Who wants your protection? You are by my side. What if one day you make a slip of the tongue and expose me? Is the prince looking for death? As for the Major General's temper, will I stop him when the time comes? If I don't go, I'll stay here. This is His Majesty's order, and I don't want to disobey it. It's over. The Major General is probably really broken. You must report this matter to the General, otherwise there may be a big problem. Speaking of which, the prince does have a good skin, but I never expected that a man can also bring disaster to the country and the people. First, I don't know how he confused His Majesty, so she decided to marry him, a worthless man. No, the young generation of the Great Yan Dynasty, the proud daughter of the heaven, Major General Zhongling, is also fascinated by this charming prince. Is the news true? It is true. According to urgent information, someone saw a small island suspected of being a spiritual weapon fall from the sky and hit Luyang Mountain. There is a sign of Blood Cloud Tower hanging on the spirit weapon. A small island suspected of being a spiritual weapon, in the air attic falling? No wonder your Majesty has been unable to find the headquarters of the Blood Cloud building. What's wrong? Major General, the subfloor of Blood Cloud Tower is gone. Then what? General, aren't you surprised at all? The subfloor of the Blood Cloud building was destroyed. This is great news. I didn't realize it just now. This little brat is too fake. The girl will be 0 coats. Does not reveal the stuffing in minutes, right? If it is usual, this is indeed good news, but it is hard to say now. Why, Sister Lu, your fiancé's revenge, isn't this the revenge? Why is it not good news? Major General, the sub-building of the Blood Cloud building was destroyed in the territory of the Great Yan Dynasty. What if the headquarters of the Blood Cloud Tower attacks the Yan Dynasty? At this moment, His Majesty is personally marching, and the Great Yan Dynasty cannot stop the revenge from the headquarters of the Blood Cloud Tower. In case, the King of Assassins in the southern wasteland personally took action to add chaos to the northern battlefield. King of Killers? The Major General is actually snickering? Based on what I know about the Major General, she should be worried. Wishing to go to northern Xinjiang to report the situation to General Zhongli Huang and discuss countermeasures. Now, is she laughing? Major General, what are you laughing? When the life and death of the Great Yan Dynasty were at stake, how could Zhongling laugh? Could it be that Zhongling had already fallen into Xiao Tian's masculinity, and fell in advance? What? Actually, blood. I can hear it very clearly from the side. How is it proper for you to still have a playful smile in the face of a national crisis? If you make a mistake, you have to stand up straight when you are beaten, and you still have the face to cry. Hold back. It's go dangerous. I almost slipped my mouth just now. Chief Lu, the child is ignorant. Don't be like her, she's not bad in nature. Commander Lu, the Yan Dynasty is prosperous. No matter what difficulties there are, it will definitely turn the corner, so don't worry too much. Your Excellency, that is. Commander Lu, Lingling Zhong, I will teach her well later. You can go to work first if you still have something to do, it's okay. Keep up. Commander, if your subordinates remember well, you watched the Major General grow up, right? Besides, the Major General is too obedient in front of the Prince, right? What happened just now that the Prince is like the Major General's father, and we have become outsiders. The Major General has only known the Prince for less than 2 days. The problem is bigger than I thought. Hurry up and write to the General, and tell Zhong Shangshu by the way, understood? Are you a fool? You said the word blood just now, how do you explain it later? Please, I just want to relax and enjoy my retirement, can you leave me alone? Use your brain and shut up, don't talk nonsense. I know, I was wrong, I will never do it again. So, what the hell are you going to do? Don't fool me with that lame excuse. Call! My Lord Prince, please accept me as an apprentice, I also want to be as strong as you. How could it be, Prince, you are so powerful, how could it be possible that you don't know how to practice? I don't know how to practice, so I can't teach you, I'm totally reincarnated. Your Excellency, I'm grown up, I am not a child, please don't fool me like this. You bought your brain when you grew up, so what is there to be proud of? And I'm not fooling you, there's really nothing I can teach you, little kid. Wonderful. Half a month later, Great Yan Mountain. It is indeed a wild boar known as the king of the mountain, and I want to eat it once. Wild boar, oh wild boar, you look so delicious, it must be to satisfy me. Report. I remember well, you were supposed to be on duty at the mouth of the palace. Why did you come here? Commander, the latest news from the secret lottery. The #1 killer organization in the southern wasteland, the Blood Cloud building, was completely destroyed by mysterious strong men. Yun Zunlai, king of killers, Yu Yan, Heart Eater, and Huang Gang, Skull Splitter, are all dead, as evidenced by their corpses. From now on, there will be no Blood Cloud building in 783 Southern Desolate Domain, no matter how. In the past half a month, I have been worried that the headquarters of the Blood Cloud building will attack the Yan Dynasty. As a result, you tell me now, the Blood Cloud Tower has been destroyed. Head, isn't this a good news? I really hope that this Blood Cloud building does not open your eyes, provoke a hidden world, being destroyed. What a coincidence. When I opened the door and saw Xiao at the door, Xiao was home. Yes, more than half a month ago you said that it would be great if the Blood Cloud building was destroyed by the power of the hidden world, but the Blood Cloud building really disappeared. When the leader said this, shouldn't it be 17 days ago? It was indeed that day. What happened? According to the information of Tianji Pavilion, the day when the Blood Cloud Tower was destroyed was the day when the leader said this. It's nice that someone has avenged you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Your Excellency, thank you, that's someone's mouth, it has nothing to do with me, don't talk nonsense. So idle, cut the meat for this prince, boring. You're welcome. Teacher, could it be made by Yan Dynasty? There are many suspects for the murderer who destroyed the Blood Cloud building, but it cannot be from the Yan Dynasty, which has no such ability. Let's go. Now that Zi Ruoyan is being held back by the old buddy, it's our perfect time. Teacher, where are we going now? The northern battlefield. No, let's go to Qingyan Mountain. Northern frontier, this old thing is really to lie enough. The last time we fought, he had already been injured my sword energy, so if he fights again, I will kill him. Hey, that's natural. Your Majesty is the crown pride of the world, an old thing that is dying, how can it stop you? General. 2 letters came from the Imperial City. Letter from Lu Yan and Yang Ming. The Blood Cloud building is on the 2nd floor of our Yan Dynasty, and it was destroyed by a strange strong man. Your Majesty, this. The person who wrote the letter is Lu Yan, the commander of the Imperial Guards, and she will never lie about this matter. It's not good that such a thing happened. On the other side of the Blood Cloud building headquarters, I am afraid there will be some actions. General Zhong, what did you write? Show me. Addicted to Xiao Tian's masculinity. Dressing up carefully every day. Willing to be with him? Xiao Tian, do you have such a great charm? I didn't see it was at the beginning. It is quite handsome. No matter how handsome you are, you can't. Really? If I don't hit your ass, I'm not your mother. Is my palm so powerful? General Zhong, look there. With my power, turn into a light. Heed my command, soldiers, and go straight into the enemy's territory. For the sake of the barbarians. Kill him. Your Majesty, leave the city to me, and you go deal with that old thing. Okay, you be careful. Jiasu, you really don't want your fucking life. Empress Yen, this old man just wants to fight for a future for our barbarian country. Before the matter is completed, I dare not die. It's a pity that the future of the barbarian country will be ruined in your hands. You shouldn't be out of the barbarian country. Without the blessing of the great array of protecting the nation, you won't be my opponent. She is worthy of being the Empress of Great Yan. She is indeed unparalleled in style, crowning the younger generation in the southern wasteland. Closure. That's it, you are vomiting blood and drawing a picture. That's right, I personally sit in charge of the burning blood sealing spirit formation. Empress Yen, if you want to get out of trouble, it will take 10.5 months, but you can't do it. What's the point of trapping me? You can't break through the northern frontier. Empress Yen, the Black Soul Palace has offered a price that I cannot refuse. Let me hold you back. Presumably by now, the old man of Poison Swamp from the Black Soul Palace has already arrived in the territory of Yen. Per people in Yen City. Jiasu. If the life of the Great Flame is burnt with charcoal, I want you the entire barbarian country to be buried with you. Jiasu, if Yan's life is ruined, I want your entire barbarian country to be buried with you. Your Majesty. Don't come over, stick to the border, don't let the barbarians break through. Accept your fate, Great Yan Empress. I don't understand, is it worth it? After using this burning blood sealing spirit formation, you will no longer have the possibility of breaking through the realm. Of course it's worth it. The waters of the Great Yan Dynasty are too deep, even your father can't control it. We, the barbarian country, just want to stay away from the Great Yan Dynasty now. That remuneration is capital. There is possible revenge at the headquarters of the Blood Cloud Building, the threat of the poisonous marshmen in the Black Soul Palace. It's so annoying. No, I need to calm down. I want to find a way to get out of trouble, return to the Great Yan Dynasty, and minimize the loss. As expected of a female empress, she was not controlled by her emotions, but she was concentrating her energy and looking for a chance to escape. But it's a pity for those innocent people. No way. For the barbaric country, the wild boar meat hunted here should be more fragrant, the water should be sweet, and it is a good mountain. My lord, you are too good to eat. Digestion is good, there is no way. Fortunately, there is an empress raising her, otherwise she wouldn't even be able to eat dirt. The master's body is too strong and it needs to eat constantly to maintain energy. The mountains and rivers are good here, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could contract it out to raise some livestock? Why is there someone missing? Where is your head, Lu Yan? I asked her to go to Qingyan Town to bring back some Qingyan wine, and let the prince taste it. Qingyan Town? The town where her fiancé defended was near here? Yes, I think Sister Lu must also want to tell her fiancé the good news of the destruction of the Blood Cloud Building. Your Excellency, don't blame me for making my own decisions. Besides, the wine in Qingyan Town is brewed with mountain springs, which really has a unique flavor. Can you calm down and make me horrible, like a bad guy? Wasn't the prince's full murderous appearance impressive? Qingyan Town. One side of water and soil supports one side of people. Since the wine in town is good, the food should be good too. Walk, take the road, I'm going to this Qingyan Town, check it out. What should we do with these things? What if we go to town and Sister Lu just comes back and miss each other? It's easy, you stay here. About half an hour later, we didn't see us and Lu Yan coming back, so we went back to the palace with our things. Your Excellency, our duty is to guard your safety. That's fine, you guys can't beat this little girl together, there's no need. Just treat it as if you have half a day off, take a good rest, and combine work and rest. I heard that the Imperial Guards of the Empress of the Great Yan Dynasty are all veterans of the battlefield, with rich experience and strong strength. Now it seems, but so.
And then this video ends. If you want to see its next part, please subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to press the like button. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye.